Salutations everybody, it is Maddie here today, and I just want to pose what I thought was the impossible. What if Ken Levine, creator of the BioShock franchise, and Chris Avellone, one of the best writers of our era in gaming, combined and made a game together? Sounds quite far-fetched, right? Usually we don't see these video game superhero crossovers, right? Turns out, it might be possible according to a tweet from Ken Levine, who says, some nights are, nights, and other nights you get schooled by Chris Avellone in what it takes to write big RPGs. So what this does tell us is whatever Ken Levine's secret project is that he is working on is some type of big RPG. His big focus he wanted to be for his next game was replayable narrative, a single player game that players can go back to time and time and time again, and I still, many years later, absolutely cannot wait to see what Ken is working on, because this man created one of my favorite franchises of all time, and he's creating a game that I am dying to see. I love the idea of a replayable narrative, but wait a dang second. Some nights you get schooled by Chris Avellone in what it takes to write big RPGs. Now he could just be tapping Chris on the shoulder saying, hey man, can you tell me how to make a big RPG? But something tells me it's not just that simple. Something tells me that you're not just gonna tap him on the shoulder, you want someone like that to work with you. Now, with that said, I have heard just rumors that Ken Levine can be a difficult director to work with. He's very controlling of his projects. Who knows if that personality would mesh with Chris Avellone, who I'm not sure what kind of worker Chris is. He seems more of the laid back, I'll just do what you need me to do type of writer, but I'm not going to speak for him. I'm just going based off what one rumor I have heard. But man, can we just drop the hearsay and the facts for 1 second and just imagine these two working on a game together? Are gamers' brains ready for that? Can we even handle that? Can our brains process that at this time? I mean, this is top tier writing and mindfuckery meeting in one single potential game. I can't even imagine that. I can't handle that. That would be incredible. Even Prey, which is a game that I did enjoy but critiqued pretty heavily, I loved the writing in that title, and that's because of Chris Avellone. Ken Levine's work on BioShock 1, Infinite, my god, I just, there's no words. There's no words, man. So I apologize for just going on this fanboyish tangent here, but these are some of my favorite people in the industry, man, and I just had to make this type of video to say the idea of them being together in one game, it has to happen. I pray this happens. I don't want to overreact too much, because like I said, it could just be Ken tapping him on the shoulder, asking for some advice, but Ken's the type of developer I just don't imagine, ringing up Chris one night and saying, hey man, you want to tell me how to make an RPG? That sounds like something that you do. And Chris Avellone is a writer. He could come on at any point in time, so maybe Ken hired Chris to help write a couple of characters, to help write maybe a faction or something along those lines to help add to the game, because Chris does work as a freelance writer in the games industry. So this is very well possible, but fingers are crossed that this Ken Levine tweet actually boils into something of truth and it is not just a one-night thing. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this beautiful combination of superheroes in the comments down below. Other than that, be sure to follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook. Those links are in the description down below, along with my Patreon. Do consider supporting that as it fuels all the content we create here. Stay sexy, stay active, I love you all. Peace.